Let me get this straight. California Governor Gavin Newsom forcibly shuts down our businesses in this state, puts 2 million Californians out of work. Meanwhile, only some U.S. citizens qualify for the coronavirus bailout checks based on our income from 2 years ago. But Newsom is giving California taxpayer-funded corona checks to illegal aliens regardless of their income. That is not a bailout. That's just plain old socialist redistribution of wealth. Meanwhile, in North Carolina, Raleigh police arrested a man at a protest against the government lockdowns and then claimed, quote, protesting is a non-essential activity under the governor's social distancing mandate. It's funny, I've read the Constitution dozens of times, but I must have missed the part about our First Amendment right to free speech and freedom of assembly and freedom to petition the government for redress of grievances, except during social distancing. In Greenville, Mississippi, police issued $500 tickets to churchgoers on Easter Sunday who were attending drive-in worship services. Drive-in meaning they stayed inside their own cars in the parking lots with the windows up and listened to the preaching via the radio with no contact with other people. When the pastor protested the police crackdown and said he had rights, the police told him, and I quote, "Your rights are suspended." In Kentucky, Governor Andy Beshear told police to record the license plate numbers of every person who attended drive-in church services, even though the people were not violating social distancing guidelines. And even though Beshear does not enforce these same rules for grocery stores or hospitals or any other kind of parking lot, just churches. In New Jersey, the governor says the Bill of Rights is, quote, above his pay grade, and says he wasn't thinking about the Bill of Rights when he arrested and charged 15 congregants at a synagogue this weekend for violating social distancing. In California, a state assemblyman named Santiago wants to ban the sale of firearms and ammunition just because he doesn't think people should own them. And his excuse for the ban? COVID-19. But don't worry. If you see these politicians trampling on your rights, abusing their power, exploiting this coronavirus outbreak to shove their liberal pet policies down your throats, don't you worry. Because Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer says it's okay if governments violate your rights because it's snowing. Take a listen.
So we just had snow. I've got snow on the ground here in Michigan right now in Lansing. We're expecting, up to 30 inches in the Upper Peninsula. The fact that we're cracking down on people traveling between homes or planting or landscaping or golfing really for a couple more weeks isn't going to meaningfully impact people's ability to do it because the snow will do that in and of itself.
22 million Americans unemployed and counting. 1 million people are losing their jobs every day. 41,000 every hour. 694 people per minute. 11 people are losing their jobs every second. 172 people in this country lost their jobs since I started this sentence. Not because of coronavirus, but thanks to government-mandated lockdowns. A virus didn't do this to us, our politicians did. And now they're exploiting this disaster to violate our rights. But don't worry, it's okay if government violates our rights because it's snowing in Michigan. Think about that the next time you cast your ballot.